What's good on my stock market investor and trader homies? It's your boy Kevin. The Trumpster is back at it. The Don himself made a big splash in the stock market this week when he announced that he is going to be taking his media company public via the SPAC DWAC. This was big news. It sent ripples and shockwaves all across the market, and we're going to be breaking the whole thing down in today's video. Does Trump media stock actually have a chance to be a good long-term investment, or is it just another meme stock Reddit type squeeze? Let's jump right into it. So we got the DWAC chart pulled up on the screen. I'm sure most of you guys are familiar with what a SPAC is, but basically you have company a private company wants to go public, so you have a blank check company that's already trading on the market, and you merge company A with company B. That way you can bypass the whole IPO process. So Trump Media came out and announced that they will be merging with this DWAC, and it sent the stock flying to the moon. We opened up, the announcement was made, we opened up pre-market trading around $10 per share, as SPACs usually do, trade in that $10 range. Opened up, boom, the volume was incredible on this first trading day. We saw over 400 million shares of volume traded, insane volume. And we ran up from that $10 range all the way up to $50 per share. So we had 5x in just the first day. Really no area to buy. I wanted to buy. I was looking for dips to buy into on this first day of trading. I guess you could have bought right here, a little bit of a pullback, and then another one right here, but really not that much opportunity to buy any dips. We closed that first trading day up at around 45 to that $50 per share, hovering in that area. And then after market hours, it was just more insanity. And we ran up from 45, hitting highs after market in pre-market of around $90 a share. Friday's where it got out of control, folks. Out of control. Friday, we opened up and just rocket ship to the mother effing moon and hitting highs of $175 a share. Then sell off, boom. When you have that type of volatility, there is going to be steep pullbacks, and this was no exception. We got a pullback from that $175 high all the way down in a span of about 45 minutes down to $60 per share. Just a brutal pullback if you were buying in this area. Sure, it's great to be a part of this move here, but it sucks even worse to be a part of a drop like that. That is why, folks, we buy the dip, not the rip. All right, let's talk about the longer term outlook here for Trump Media, and then we'll jump into the investor presentation, see what they are saying about the company and what they project. I have a election result here. I think it's New York Times or Real Clear Politics, but I want to take a look at how many votes Trump got in the 2020 election. He got 74 million votes. 74 million Americans voted for this guy to be president of the United States. Okay, so half of the country, let's say, didn't vote for him, doesn't really care for him. Half of the country voted for him. Of that half of the country that voted for Donald Trump, about 25 to 30% of those people are diehards. And when I say they're diehard Trump supporters, I mean it. If the guy got caught screwing a goat, they wouldn't care. They would still like him, and they would still want to watch and hear what he has to say. So let's say 30% of those 74 million people, I think, are diehard Trump supporters. That is a big group of people. And people are sick and tired of the social media censorship and the cancel culture. So even the people who didn't vote for him, let's say there's 20% of people that don't really necessarily hate him, but they just didn't vote for him. So that is a big market share that Trump media can attack. Let's take a quick look at the investor presentation, and then I'll offer my opinion on what I think about Trump media as a longer term investment. All right, so just a quick disclaimer, this investor presentation is politically charged, and don't get butthurt about it. Don't get all upset. It's just me overviewing the investor presentation. A mission-driven organization, the Trump Media Group will fight for the First Amendment, protections and freedoms of all Americans, protect democracy, and defend capitalism. So there's already a theme here that they're going to be doing things different. They're going to be leaving the cancel culture and censorship out of this platform. That is going to be the big selling point. It's going to be Facebook, Twitter, these type of social media platforms are censoring their users. We move on to the next slide, and we got some headlines from articles. The Parler headline, when Trump was kicked off Facebook, Twitter, social media, remember he tried to go on Parler and they removed Parler's hosting. They just wiped Parler off the map. So they're referencing that here. Facebook bans President Trump. Stripe stops processing payments for Trump campaign website. Apple suspends Parler from the App Store. So it's just the theme continues of censorship. Pretty funny here. You got the Taliban on the left, still had a Twitter account when the former president of the United States was banned. All right, so here we get into what the company may look like. A market opportunity to disrupt big tech. They have Facebook listed, Amazon, not really understanding of how they're going to compete with Amazon or Apple, but I do see the Facebook comp and I do see the Netflix comp. Then we have Google over here. We could see a social media platform from Trump Media. We could see a news network. The opportunity is out there. All right, so then we have a corporate structure here. You have the social media aspect. They're saying they're going to compete with Twitter and Facebook. We have Netflix, Disney. I think a Disney Plus, Paramount Plus type platform is where the money is going to be. Sure, a social media platform that people can say conservative things on without being fearful of getting kicked off is going to be in demand. But I also think on-demand news clips where you have conservative talk and that type of thing will also be in high demand. And they also talk about Trump's social media presence before he was kicked off of the internet. He had a total of 146 million followers on all of his platforms. That is a massive following. Like I said earlier, I think there is going to be big demand for this service, no matter what it is. We have no idea what it's going to look like. But I do believe if they put a product out there that is at least functionable, that the users will come. Great movie, The Field of Dreams, a great line. You build it and they will come. If Trump builds it, they're going to freaking come. And they're saying that this is going to be an inclusive platform, not only for conservatives. They want liberals, independents, and conservatives to use the platform. It's free speech, say whatever the hell you want. Limits, right? Limits, not threats or anything illegal. But from a political standpoint, you will not be censored. And I think that is going to be interesting to watch and how it all plays out. All right, so do I think it has the potential to be a good long-term investment? Yes, I really do. There's a lot of analysts and talking heads that have been on CNBC and Fox Business who are comparing this to GameStop and AMC and just another meme stock squeeze. And I don't see that at all. Look at Snapchat's valuation. It dropped on Friday because they reported crappy earnings. It was down 25%, but we still have a market cap with Snapchat of around $86 billion. Snapchat is a horrible company. They cannot make money. The users are all kids. They're declining. The user base is declining. And once you're not growing, a company is dying. Snapchat still $86 billion valuation. Now, they do have a crap load of users, and I'm not saying that the Trump Media Group will ever have as many users as Snapchat. But I do think it will be easier for the Trump Media Group to monetize and capitalize on their users than a company like Snapchat. So even though the user base will be smaller, it will be much easier for them to make money from those users. Sure, the stock has absolutely skyrocketed, but we're talking about a market cap of just around $1.5 billion according to Google. I haven't been able to find any information about what the market cap is going to be post-merger and all that, what they plan to value the company at. But if it's anywhere near $2 billion, I think that's a steal. Even though we don't know what the hell the platform's going to look like, I don't think the platform is necessarily that important, right? Because the users are going to be there as long as the platform functions. As long as it functions, I am going to be looking to buy and acquire some DWAC stock pre-merger. That said, I'm also going to be waiting for a pullback. Anytime you have this type of explosive move and volatility, there's going to be pullbacks. So we hit highs of 175, we pulled back, and whoever says technical analysis doesn't work is just straight up stupid, because look where we pulled back to. This support area to the dot, right? We came down, hit it, and then we bounced. We're consolidating above that support area, and I don't know if it holds. So what I'm going to be looking for is a pullback down towards this second support area, and that's going to be my buy zone. Anywhere from the lows of 50 all the way up to 75. So I'm going to start acquiring in thirds, 1/3 of my desired position size here, another third, and then another third, and then you got a full size. You've cost average down, and then you look for that ramp back up and a retest of the highs. We're probably talking a good minute before a finished product is out there. We've heard beta tests are going to be dropped in November with a wider rollout in 2022, according to a press release. You can go on the website, join the waiting list, which I will be doing. So the website is pretty basic. It says Truth Social is America's big tent social media platform that encourages an open, free, and honest global conversation without discriminating against political ideology. I think the user base is there. Just to wrap things up, they're going to come. They're going to want to use this platform. It will work as long as they do it right. I think they should start with the social media. Start with social media like a Twitter style. Just type it up, write what you're thinking, and post it forum style social media platform, and then branch out. Don't try to do it all at once, and then you do some news clips, some spots, maybe like a YouTube on-demand news style platform, Disney Plus, that type of thing. Then you can do some live TV shows over here. Then you can keep adding to that. They even talked about payment processing for conservative companies. It is endless opportunity. Right now, $2 billion valuation, cheap in my opinion, even though we have seen this crazy move. So I'm going to be looking to buy the dips, baby. I love all of you guys. Get 2 free stocks, link in the description from Webull, valued up to $2,000 of free money. Get your free money. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.